Top 10 Art Media Presence. Top 10 Most Complicated Mazes. Top 10 Most Complicated Mazes. But which mazes are the most fiendishly complicated or ingeniously designed? Find out in our Top 10 Most Complicated Mazes. Number 10. Escot Gardens Maze, UK, created in 2004. This maze consists of over 4,000 beech trees as well as flying bridges and switch gates that change the route as you go along. It was designed by Adrian Fisher, who has planned over 600 mazes worldwide as well as writing puzzles for British newspapers. Number 9. Mirror Labyrinth at Glacier Garden, Switzerland, also known as Glacier Garden. This labyrinth in Lucerne, Switzerland was modeled after the Alhambra Palace in Granada, Spain, which is famous for its ornate architecture. It contains 90 mirrors and visitors have to walk with their hands in front of them in case they walk into one of them. Number 8. Ashcombe Maze, Australia, set on the Mornington Peninsula, near Melbourne. Ashcombe has not one but 3 different mazes. The Hedge Maze, above, which is the oldest one in the southern hemisphere, the Lavender Labyrinth and the Rose Maze. Number 7. Cow in the Field, Germany. Now, this isn't particularly complicated as mazes go, but deserves its place for sheer ingenuity. It's a maze cut into the shape of a cow's stomach, and it appeared in a field in Marienthal, Germany. It was created by the Federal Institute of Risk Assessment, which studies the risks caused to the environment by chemicals and modern living. It aimed to explain how a cow digests food and raise awareness of healthy eating. I am not entirely sure how it does that, but it's certainly an interesting tourist attraction. Number 6. Hampton Court Maze, UK, dating from 1700. This was described as the most famous maze in the history of the world, and immeasurably the one most visited. By Ernest Law in 1926, it still remains popular and is an unusual trapezoid shape, with inbuilt speakers projecting 1,000 sounds from a sound installation called trance. There are even benches in the center of the maze, which make subtle noises when sat on. Number 5. Samso Labyrinten, Denmark. This maze is just on a different scale to the others, where most mazes use hedges. This uses fully grown trees and wide paths, so it feels more like a wander through the forest than being trapped in a maze. But it is undoubtedly a maze, with a temple as the target in the middle. Number 4. Peace Maze, Northern Ireland, UK. The maze that took Sam's title of world's largest permanent maze was the Peace Maze, in County Down, Northern Ireland, which opened in 2001. It was designed to resemble a peace symbol, an important one for a country troubled by internal strife for large portions of the 20th century. The Belfast Agreement in 1998 effectively brought an end to the Troubles, but there was a lot of damage to be repaired, and the maze symbolizes hope and peace, with the 6,000 yew trees being chosen for their longevity. Number 3. Pineapple Garden Maze, Hawaii, and here's the current holder of that sought-after title. The Pineapple Garden Maze was built in 1997 on the Dole Pineapple Plantation, but only became the longest in the world after it expanded in 2007. It is 3,962 m. The path, comfortably beating the Peace Maze, and the centerpiece is a giant pineapple. 8 secret stations dotted throughout the maze help you to unravel a mystery at the middle, and the maze contains 14,000 Hawaiian plants. While at the Dole Plantation, you can also take a ride on the Pineapple Express, not to be confused with the Seth Rogen film of the same name, that concerns an entirely different kind of plantation. Number 2. Cool Patch Pumpkins Maze, USA. So, those are the largest permanent mazes. What about one that changes every year, described as the coolest maze on the planet, albeit by their own website? The Cool Patch Pumpkins maze is different every time it opens for the season, and has won the title of largest maze, temporary corn crop maze, in the Guinness Book of Records several times. Starting as a 15-acre corn maze in 2003, it had grown to 45 acres by 2011, and last year was an impressive 53 acres. Number 1. The Labyrinth at Knossos. Top of our list is a maze that is sadly not a tourist attraction, but it is legendary for its complexity. Built for King Minos of Crete, in the palace of Knossos, above